Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And pitching in this game, Landon Root. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And out number one on the grab. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So
safe at first as they can't make the play. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Sometimes early errors can be just as costly as errors made late in the ball game, but you just don't know it at the time. Second batter of the game gets on base for free, bringing up the number 3 hitter. So we'll see if they can take advantage right here.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. And a swing and a miss there. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Adames the throw to first. That's out number 2.
Batting fourth, first baseman Abraham Toro.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Toro, the next to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And it's strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And ball
that's
1.
Down. That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And the Red Sox lead 1. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Brian Bayo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And that one almost hit him. In the air, out towards left center. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the Giants lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Kicks and deals. That misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 1-1. One out, base is empty. Hot shot to third. Fires to first in time.
Batting third, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Now it's Devers at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
And he pumps it a strike.
0-1.
Just misses with that one. And they'll do it again. Two outs. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Into the coming cone and gone. What a shot. His 16th homer of the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Wilmer Flores
That's a
in
ball.
now, takes ball one off the plate. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Narvaez down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, inning over. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. It's an early 1-0 lead. Top of the second.
Leading
Now
off
it's the
for
right
Boston,
fielder,
right
Wilyer
fielder,
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is outside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs. Rips that one center field. Puts it away for the out. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Tap foul at the plate. Rube, a 6'2" righty. He throws a curveball, a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the
Number
middle, and
39.
those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Marcelo Meyer. Grounds one to short. Adames slings to first in time.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Sagan Rafaela.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Sagan Rafaela. Right through there for a strike. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Way back there, up onto the arcade and gone. See you later. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-1.
That's great confidence in the power right there. Most hitters would try to hook that ball to the pull side and hit it out of the park. He stayed back, let it travel, and hit it hard the other way.
David Hamilton stands in here, takes ball one low.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games, so I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and that's just foul. And it is 2-1.
2-1.
And there's a foul ball. On the ground to third. To first. And that will end the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Oracle
Leading
Park,
off
bottom of
the
the second.
Giants.
And digging in
Center
for San
fielder,
Francisco,
Jung-Hoo
Lee.
Lee.
Bayo back to work. And that skips in the dirt. Fouled off. He was late. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Willie Adames stands in. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. The shortstop takes the ball. And the slider just misses. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Here's the pitch to Adames. And that one fouled off. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. And that's down and away.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Now 1 away.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Schmidt.
So digging in, Casey Schmidt. And a foul ball. Next offering way upstairs. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Giants 1. Back here in San Francisco, on to the 3rd inning, and stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. The pitch. That one outside. 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chop to the left side. Schmidt tosses to first. Gets the catcher by a step.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Roman Anthony.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony. Grounded out his first time. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. There's a strike. And
That's the ball.
downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side, Hamilton. On to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Christian.
And up next for the Giants, Christian Koss. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out to short. Zips it across. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder,
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the
Yastrzemski.
plate. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
Ha!
2 outs, base is empty.
No balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch
Ball,
is outside. Went too far
2.
that time. It's 1-2.
1 and 2 is the count.
He goes down looking. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Giants 1. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Abraham Toro. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything
Now
came
batting,
together perfectly for him right there.
Junior
Once you get the
Abreu.
ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is Wilyer Abreu. He's 0 for 1. And that's in the
1
dirt.
and 0.
And that misses. And that's ball 2.
2 and 0.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up
All
next
over
for the
that
Red
one right
Sox,
there. There was nothing
shortstop,
cheap about
Trevor
the way he
Story.
got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Trevor Story. Doubled his first time. And there's a
That
ball.
missed. That's a ball.
First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Toro headed for the plate. One runs into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corners,
Now
still
batting,
nobody
number
out.
39.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer, grounded out his first time. And
Ball,
takes
that's
low for
low.
ball one.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on.
2 balls, no
2-ball
strikes.
count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs. You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Got him looking, and that's the first out. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's already homered in this game.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield.
1 ball,
Runner
no
at
strikes.
first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Grounded to third, could be 2. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Now batting, second baseman David Hamilton.
Stepping in, David Hamilton. Grounded out his first time up. Ball one, no strikes.
Always tough to turn 2 on a
1-0.
speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Story, the lead runner at second. Rafaela at first, 1 gone.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
That's down and
2-2.
in. A slider missed. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Sends it to Flores, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder Jaron Duran.
So Bob Melvin out of the dugout, and he's ready to make a move. Landon Root out of the game, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Spencer
Giants.
Bivens gets handed the rock
Number
out of the pen.
76.
He's been so good against lefties.
Spencer Bivens.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Ball.
Up the middle, Adames. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out. So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 1. Back here at Oracle
Leading
Park,
off
now the
to the
number 2
Giants,
hitter, Elliot
left fielder,
Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. And the slider just misses.
Really nice
1 and 2.
slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's off
That's
the
the
mark.
ball.
It's 2 and 2. Backed off the
Got a
plate
full count.
that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for
Now
using the
batting,
entire field. Just couldn't
designated
sit
hitter,
back long enough on that one.
Devers.
Devers now. He's already homered here in this one. Ouch, that one drilled him. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Flores.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Wilmer Flores. 0 for 1 so far. That one
Wow.
missed. Check swing called strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Ball.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And there's a ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses
ball.
there, and the count is filled up.
Full count.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High in the air, out to right. Abreu gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Narvaez,
1-0.
26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Activity in the bullpen, Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Rodriguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Just
missed. That's a ball.
missed. Missing
Ball.
inside, and now 3-0.
3-0.
That one misses.
Ball four.
So a
Take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Man at first. Next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. 0 for 2 in this one. And the sweeper catches the plate. Narvaez gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's a little bit low. Ball to strike. Foul ball there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
At the plate, Abraham Toro. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Waste no time there. You connect and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
He's out.
That's an excellent job. That's the way to come up firing right there. Very aggressive and ready to show off the arm. Keeps the run from scoring.
So man aboard. Here's Story now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, 2 now. Good job to fight that one off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one
One
misses.
ball, 2 strikes.
And the count 1-2. Hit on the ground might be 2. On to second, they get 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back here in San Francisco, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Bayo back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Check swing, now an appeal to third. No swing. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. Struck out looking his first time.
That's low. That's
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Next offering is in for a strike. Red Sox up 6-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And a base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now it's going to be Patrick Bailey. Schmidt off of first with 2 away. That's out to center field. Rafaela. And he makes the catch. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Giants 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And first offering is fouled off. And misses inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that one hammered way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner on at third, one gone. And foul ball. That one not close. Now 1-2. One away with a runner at third, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. Two away now after the drop third strike. Nice job behind the plate there.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Back to the top of the lineup. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They lead it, though, 6-1. Well, we go bottom 6th, and digging in for San Francisco, Christian Koss.
Christian Koss.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
No, ball.
And that skips in the dirt. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And that is out of play. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Right side. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, left fielder, Elliot.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
And that drops in for a strike. Koss stands at third with one gone in the inning. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1-2.
Outside with a breaking ball. That one
2-2.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And ball four, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Runners in the corners here, 1 away.
Devers.
Digging in, Rafael Devers. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Jorge Alcala up and throwing. Crochet, a left-hander, also throwing. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-2. First and second, 1 out. And now here is Wilmer Flores. And that one fouled off. Upstairs.
Nope, ball.
And a count even, 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
That's
Lee
the ball.
lays off down low as he digs in for the
One
third
ball,
time.
no strikes.
And now 2-0. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning.
That's the ball. That's down.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Willie Adames waits to bat for the Giants. 3-0 down. And there's the automatic. Next offering is in for a strike.
Counts full.
In the air out to center. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 6-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Giants.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
71.
Tyler Rogers.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And stepping in for
Leading off
Boston,
the Red
Carlos
Sox,
Narvaez.
catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. On the inside corner for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect,
Now
and
batting,
halfway to the plate,
designated
you know
hitter,
you've
Roman
committed,
Anthony.
and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Anthony, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
That's down
Nope,
and in.
ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball out into left center field. Ramos on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2
Now
down.
batting,
Well,
first
those can be
baseman,
pretty fun as an
Abraham
outfielder.
Toro.
Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Toro
Yeah.
stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing
0-1.
there, but went around. Two outs. To the right side, Koss throws to first, and that is the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the 7th.
71.
Jorge Alcala.
Jorge
Well, he's a
Alcala.
big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
And the batter will be the
Leading off
shortstop,
for the
Willie
Giants,
Adames,
the
who's 0 for
shortstop,
2 with a pair of
Willie
strikeouts.
Adames.
In for a strike, good slider.
0-1.
Almost got
1-1.
him.
He can live up in the zone
1 and
all
2's the count.
game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Slider
2
misses
and 2.
outside. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He'll circle the bases, his 9th homer of the year, and they inch closer. It's 6-3.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
And up next for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Just missed.
That's the ball. 3-1.
Next offered in there for a strike. Counts full, 3-2.
Count.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now batting.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that will fall.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
batting.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Koss. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
1-1.
Bailey, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jorge Alcala will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Boston.
And so the Red Sox go to the
Number
bullpen.
32.
Justin Wilson.
Well, he's been a
Wilson.
really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Mike Yastrzemski getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Outside low, and that's ball one.
1-0.
One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That misses.
No, that missed.
And a
That's
count
the ball.
2-1.
2-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That misses the zone, and now it's filled up 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And that one ripped into right. And foul ball. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rafaela should have this one. He's got it, and that is the inning. The Giants get one back with a solo shot. It's now 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Oracle Park, and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Leading off for Boston, right fielder
Rogers,
Wilyer Abreu.
a 6'3" righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. In there at the knees. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Just missed. Next offering misses down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's a full count.
Count is full.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Gets under it and pops it up. Schmidt makes the grab, one away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's Trevor
shortstop,
Story now.
Trevor Story.
Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to third. Sends it to Flores, and Story is out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there,
Now
and
that
produced exactly what he was looking
39.
for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And the batter now, Marcelo Meyer, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Throwing the ball well, and they need the scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping them in striking distance.
Tap back to the mound. Sends it to Flores. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Bottom Bottom of the 8th. Now the
Leading
left
off
fielder,
the
Elliot
Giants.
Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
And here it comes. That one off
No,
the
that
mark.
missed.
Ball 1.
1-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the
Now
at-bat after being
batting.
down in the count, up
Designated
against it
hitter.
with 2 strikes right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And here
Yeah.
is Devers out in front with the
0-1.
swing, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Ground ball to first, could be 2. Over to Story for 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely
Now
done.
batting,
For me,
first
that's one of the
baseman,
toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first
Flores.
baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Justin Wilson done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
New
Boston.
pitcher now, Zach Kelly.
Number
Should be a good
76.
first matchup for him here. He's been doing
Zach
a great
Kelly.
job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. That's outside. Ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here
Wow.
that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's back. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. He hammers one out to center. It's 6-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Line drive, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, in there safely.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video, because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. On the ground to first, and it's through for a hit. Around third. The relay, safe. In comes the run from second. And it's a one-run game.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Substitution now at first base. Entering as the pinch runner, Tyler Fitzgerald. 2 outs, runner on first. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. Checks over to first. Back safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first.
No strike.
Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second, and fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Fitzgerald stands at second with 2 gone. That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam.
Hello from San Francisco, California, live at Oracle Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Your San Francisco Giants.
So almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Landon Root. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in is the speedy Jarren Duran. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second, and 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Narvaez digs in now. And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Now here is Roman Anthony. Swinging a foul straight back. late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
You got a full count.
Squirts away a little bit. Man at second. On the ground,
Foul.
right side, and that's just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
That's a foul ball.
Swings and lines one towards the gap, and no one can get there. In comes the first run of the game as the Red Sox take the lead.
Well done. Drives in the run.
That
He got a
is
pitch he could
right
drive, but he
fielder,
didn't get too
winner of
excited like a
innings.
lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox the early lead, and now Wilyer Abreu. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1. Toro at second with 2 down. That's in there. 0-2 now.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
0-2 now. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And he makes the play on the warning track. And that'll do it. Red Sox with an RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill today, Brian Bayo. What do you look for here?
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kicks and fires. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
And that's ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And that one pulled foul. Red Sox already leading. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Next offering is down low. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. On the ground left side, 6. The underhand flip. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Wilmer Flores. That one fouled off. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Duran makes the play, and that'll do it. 1 left for San Francisco, and it remains 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Roop back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count, and at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. That's in there, 0-1. One down, base is empty. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
In the dirt, now 2-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Adames, the throw to first. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Two down, bases empty. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two balls, no strikes to count. And another ball.
That's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
And that's a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now, David Hamilton. That's in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Hamilton hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. And he takes a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Goes down looking. And the Red Sox lead one, but they're on top 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Throw over to Toro. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. And Willie fouls one back. One out, bases empty. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch misses way outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That's towards center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 7th, third baseman,
Casey Schmidt now at the plate.
Schmidt.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs, bases empty. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. inside corner, got him looking. Giants down in order. They're down 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
now
off
it's going to
for
be
Boston,
Jaron
left
Duran.
fielder, Jaron Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Foul ball there. And that one wrapped foul. And the 0-2. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Sends it to Flores. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
And now Carlos Narvaez struck out looking at his first at bat. And that one is inside ball one. And another ball. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, designated hitter Roman Anthony.
And next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And there's the strike. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Abraham Toro. First pitch misses. That's a strike. Narvaez,
1-1.
the runner at first with two gone. Stays alive. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Giants 0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the catcher comes up to him. Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
And a foul ball.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story. And a quick out, number 1.
Ninth, second baseman, Christian.
So up next, Christian Koss. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Drops into the glove. And a couple of quick outs.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
So the lineup flips over. Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back here in San Francisco, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Wilyer Abreu. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Late swing, foul to the left.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
So clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Meyer batting for the second time, and that's strike one. And it's even up.
Ball. 1-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. He reached on a walk his first time. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
To the right side, and that goes foul.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
Just
missed.
missed.
That's the ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
And that's downstairs. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else, because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Hit on the ground to short. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Here's Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 1 strike.
And a strike to Devers. And ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
The Red Sox leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. A changeup missing, and the count is 2-2. And Devers hits that one, and in one hops the wall.
Now batting first.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 gone, runner at first. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Foul ball still 0-2. And that's outside.
1-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now the center fielder, Jungle Lee, grounded out his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Stretches out and hauls it in. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park, here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. Roop back to work. And takes low for ball one. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to go. Bivens getting cranked up as well. Next offering is downstairs. That clips a corner. And that one way outside. Now 3-1. That clips the corner.
Down is full.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Duran goes 6'1", 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
1-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Carlos Narvaez, 1 for 2. Move to first, and he's back in on a dive. Next offering is fouled back. Duran leads off first with one away. Ball one there.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And the batter now, Roman Anthony. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. One left for the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. And a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
To third. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting, third baseman, Casey.
Next to hit, Casey Schmidt. That one catches the zone. Strike one. The Giants down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Man at first with one gone. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. To the right side. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Next to hit, Christian Koss. In the air, right field. Abreu going back on this one. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Rafaela ranging back, and he brings it in on the warning track. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyler Rogers.
For the Giants.
He's certainly been one of their better
Number
relief pitchers this
71.
season. The numbers are really
Tyler
solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over
Rogers.
to him.
Abraham Toro getting ready to hit.
First baseman.
Well,
Abraham
both sides
Toro.
equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 2 in this one. Off the mark there. 1-0.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
1 down, base is empty. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That's off the mark.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
breaking ball in there for a strike. And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Go ahead run on base. And stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And look out below. That one splashes down in McCovey Cove. Home run. A 2-run shot. It's 3-1. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. First offering, and it just misses. And that one fouled off. Red Sox by 2. Misses.
Nope, that's outside.
2-2.
Really nice 2-strike pitch right there. Very tempting, but couldn't get the chase.
We got a full count.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or an into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best.
Oh, they got him, and that will end the inning. 2 runs for Boston on the home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Elliot Ramos. There's the strike.
Well, these Giants need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Red Sox leading it by 2. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilmer Flores. First pitch just misses. And that clips the inside corner. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one outside. Ball 2. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Righty
the Giants.
reliever out of the pen, Spencer
Number
Bivens.
76.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So stepping in for
Leading off
Boston,
for
David
Boston,
Hamilton.
Second baseman, David Hamilton.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that
0-1.
time. Not close
1-2.
with that one. Now 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. So 2 balls
2-0.
and no strikes. Action in the pen down there. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rodriguez also throwing. That one finds the corner, and it's 2-1 now. On the ground, out to short. Adames, the throw to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 3. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Zach Kelly.
These are the
Now
spots
pitching for
relievers
Boston.
really make a name for themselves.
Number
Late
76.
and close. There's not
Zach
much margin
Kelly.
for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off.
And digging
the
in for San
Giants.
Francisco,
Center
Jung-Hoo
fielder,
Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
That one
That missed.
close,
That's
ruled
ball.
the ball. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Justin Wilson preparing to come on if needed. And that's
That's the ball.
outside. And the
Outside.
count now 2-0. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Lifted in the air, right field. Abreu hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie
So digging in,
Adames.
Willie Adames. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Next offering
One ball,
down
2
in the
strikes.
dirt. Good job to fight that one off.
Two.
Just
Full
misses
count.
the mark outside the zone. Now this is in the air down the line. Abreu in position. He makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
So up next, Casey Schmidt.
Schmidt.
That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located.
Yeah.
Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's a ball. 1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
68.
Eric Miller.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Leading off, Roman
for
Anthony.
Boston, the
0 for 3
designated
in
hitter,
this one.
Roman Anthony.
Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Miller, a 6'5" lefty, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string of the changeup.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one a little bit high.
That's a ball.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
1-2.
And downstairs.
Down, ball.
And that
That's
one
a ball.
almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Full count.
One down, base is empty. Got him looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Abreu in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Justin Wilson.
Now
Well, the
pitching
best
for Boston,
relievers love the opportunity
Number
to come in and
32,
protect a tight lead late in the ball
Justin
game.
Wilson.
Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got
leading
here.
off for the Giants.
And here is Patrick Bailey, a switch hitter batting right. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. just missed.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Now 3-0.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And a 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now,
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. The tying run at the plate. Lined into right. And that gets down for a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. And he pops up the bunt. Reaching down, makes the catch.
now batting left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos to the plate now with a chance to come up big. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And there's the strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late swing, fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. Golden opportunity right here.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
Ball one low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Movement in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Crochet, the power lefty, up as well. So they're all loaded up. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count,
no
bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Save. It's 3-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Justin Wilson is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Jorge
Boston.
Alcala gets the ball
Number
now.
71.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Looks
Now
like we've got
running
a
at first for the
substitution at
Giants.
first. Giants go to a pinch runner, number 56. And up next for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Stepping in, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like Everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Center field. Rafaela on his way over, and that's the third out. But they score twice and even it up late. Ninth inning coming up, all tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Giants.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Camilo
75.
Doval.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Now it's the
Leading
shortstop,
off for the
Trevor
Red Sox,
Story. A
shortstop,
walk and a
Trevor
pair of
Story.
strikeouts. And that one fouled off. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Wow, just great bite to that slider.
Number
Broke
39.
hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Marcelo Meyer will hit next. He's already homered in this game. First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
All tied up here at the top of the ninth. And fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ryan Walker getting loose out there. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Got him swinging. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
So 2 down now, and here is Ceddanne Rafaela. Tap foul at the plate.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That misses
No,
the
that's
zone,
down.
and it's
Ball.
1-1. And that one
No, that's
missing
down.
low.
Ball.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
2-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
Count
David
full.
Hamilton in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom 9, and now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Alcala back to work. And a slider in there for a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Aroldis Chapman, the left-hander, up and throwing. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
No ball,
Try to go
2
again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt. Narvaez collects, fires to first, in time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Schmidt, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
1-0.
Now one missed. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. This one chopped up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. First offering, and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. Trying to send this to extra innings. And a ground ball to first. Toro steps on the bag. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. So they make short work of them there. 10th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. We're in extras here. Here's the second baseman, David Hamilton.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ground ball to the right side, and a foul ball. That's hard hit in the line. Fair ball. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead it in the 10th. And that's a leadoff double. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
Now here is Jarren Duran. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. One away in the top half of the 10.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Navarro.
And stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a foul ball. Fought off foul.
One ball,
In the
strikes.
dirt, nice job behind the plate. One away with a runner at third. Chases that one out of the zone. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And that one hit to first. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Picks himself up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Camilo Doval gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So
the
out of the pen
Giants.
comes the right-hander, Randy
Number
Rodriguez.
73.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. And first offering is fouled off. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Anthony leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 runs across in the inning here in extra innings. And a good eye there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And they'll do it again. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Giants 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Aroldis Chapman.
Now
I
pitching
think
for
closer
Boston,
has to be one of the toughest jobs in
number
baseball.
44.
So digging in,
Aroldis
Tyler
Chapman.
Fitzgerald. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Tying run at the plate. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Yastrzemski in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Right through there for a strike. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging
Now
back into the
left
outfield.
fielder,
There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But
Bravo.
he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
1 out left for the Giants. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Chapman is just 1 strike away.
1-2.
Way upstairs, and the count 1-2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still
Out to short. And that is the ball game.
well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
The 5-3 final